There is a case I'm working on right now, and it's called IJ Mohbad. I started with IJ Mohbad and then went to IJ Mohbad 2, then went to IJ Mohbad review, and now I'm on IJ Mohbad final. When I finish this case, I'm going to write a book. The book is already ready. I just have to add things to it because many things came out that I didn't know about. If you know the Mohbad case, you know about the whole thing about the WhatsApp group chat that community activists in Self South Private Investigative EDM discovered. That's a very key to part of what I did. I knew there was the group, but I didn't know who had the group and where they were talking. So at the end of the day, these are the kind of cases that you have to really look at when you're talking about investigative journalism. Cases where people are hindered from the truth, and the police, who is supposed to be working with some of these investigative journalists, are being paid or being distorted or being told not to continue because of money and power. So investigative journalism is very almost impossible to practice in Africa. The African society does not allow the ease of practicing it. Investigative journalists will wake up in the morning, come out the door, and get shot dead by somebody who they don't know, sent by a very powerful politician, businessman, or else. So it's very hard. You have to investigate from afar. You can't do it in the city you live in. You know what I mean? And if you want to do it, you have to be in hiding. And this is not good. Okay, UNESCO knows, when they do this, World Journalist Day thing, they need to know these are things hindering journalists. And if a journalist decides to have a safe haven in another country, they should be prepared to give that journalist money and help them, support them. Some people have left their jobs, they've left their homes, everything. I couldn't work anymore in Nigeria when they were leaking my information online and people were actually doing what they asked them to do. Influencers, big celebrities. So I left the country in January of 2023. And then by February, I retired. I already announced that I was retiring anyway. But I think my job now is to really educate the young journalists who want to get into investigative journalism or any other beats. I mean, some of these beats are very hard. Even entertainment journalists are targeted because they went to report one gist that the celebrity or newsmaker didn't want to come out. And the gist needed to be reported. So now you go ambush them somewhere. In Nigeria, they kill you and make it look like an accident. That's how it works in Nigeria. They kill you and make it look like an accident. So it gets to be like, I always tell a lot of journalists to stop making friends with celebrities. Because once you make friends with celebrities, the minute you report something about them that doesn't favor them, then they hate you. So you have to be not just fair and balanced. We're talking about defending media freedom now. Okay, just tell the truth. Go in there, find the truth, tell the truth. And that's the only thing I'm going to say. If you really want to get into investigative journalism, it's expensive. Many people don't know this. It's very expensive. And someone like me, I spent $10,200 on Mohbad's case alone. I will crowdfund for donations every now and then, but I don't get much, really. So I use most of my own money. The people that can do these investigations are under big media houses that have the funding. They're not going to spend that funding. So this is how Mohbad's case was slipped through the radar and nobody really cared. It's just been a mess. So as an independent journalist, you have to put your own work out there. I mean, if you can't afford to investigate, do not, because it's too expensive. Some people have journalism foundations like Fitch Nigeria, which is Fisayo Shoyombo. I don't know the source of his foundation. He doesn't do fundraisers or crowdfunding. And rumors that somebody gave him a lot of money or he applies at overseas foundations, I can't verify. But people get the work done if they need to get the work done. So think twice before you take that beat.